All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Bowls SA live stream. I'm Isaac Trenorden from Bowls SA. I'm joined here with Ray Denelt. Welcome, mate.
G'day, Isaac. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We've got the Bowls SA State Triples Ladies Final being played right now. So they played a Final 8 this morning and a semi-final prior to this, and now we're into the final. Ray, do you want to read the names out of who we've got here today?
Yeah, we've got the rink of Hanneke Booth from Nuripta, Tamsin Jenke from Paynham, Sheridan Bodner from Adelaide Bowls Club, and they're up against Julie Gartner, Barmera, Jenny Morley from Wakery, and Judy, now that surname, Strauss, is it?
Strauss, yes.
Strauss, sorry, yep, from Wakery. So they were playing next to us while we were playing our last game, and pretty impressive crew. So let's hope for a really good game.
So we've got the team of Hanneke, Tamsin and Sheridan with the yellow stickers on, and Judy and Jenny with the red stickers on. So we see the starting bowl there from Hanneke Booth. It's very, very good. So two great openers there from Hanneke Booth.
What you look for in two bowl triples is a lead that can do that. If she does that for 18 ends, things will look good. We didn't get to play on this green today, but from all reports it's playing pretty good, and I'm not sure what the speed would be, but you're talking about maybe 14 and a half, 15 seconds or somewhere in there, Isaac?
Yeah, I think you'd be pretty close, mate. Probably a bit overcast today, and definitely cooler conditions to what we've had the last couple of days.
Yeah, I feel a bit ripped off. I came down yesterday to watch, and it was perfect sunny weather, and I turn up today and there's jackets and all sorts going on, but still no rain and not a lot of wind to talk of, so yeah, it's still pretty pleasant.
Tamsin, speed was really good on the first attempt. Gets a bit of white ball on the way through. Probably holding the shot. Ray, we've also got the men's semi-finals of the state triples occurring at the moment. We've got Bryant, Moffat and Jolly from Brighton and Port Noarlunga up against Weeks, Webster and Young from Sturt/Adelaide. And in the other semi, we've got Dietrich, Denton and Percy, Ascot Park up against Wilson, Ryan and Roberts from Blackwood and Marion. So we look forward to streaming that final later today, following this stream, of course.
Should be some pretty good matchups there. I don't know much about the Sturt guys, to be perfectly honest. I haven't. I don't think I've run into them in the past, but certainly the other guys, they're all pretty handy bowlers. Some state reps there, and quality, high-end pennant bowlers right across those two rinks. So should be a fascinating encounter. Really keen to see who ends up in the final.
So Sheridan on the backhand still, just looking to add to this count of 1. Falling short. Still a pretty good opportunity here for the Wakery crew on this forehand. Ray, they've got a bowl pass and can really just afford to arrive up, sit the bowl, get the jack. Just needs to be under these front bowls.
He's running into traffic. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Still in this game, if you can hold the opposition to ones and twos, 18 ends, certainly early, keeps you in the game for a long time. She got the weight. Got the weight, but not quite the line.
So Judy again looking to arrive on the forehand. Needs to be under these bowls again.
One down.
So Haneker, Tamsin and Sheridan will hit the board first, collecting 1 shot.
It's really good to see the level of participation from the country bowlers making it through to this pointy end. I see the ladies have got a 1 full country rink. I think all 3, and I think the other rink. Well, you've got 1 from Nuriupta, and I believe Tamsin was from the country originally. Is that correct?
That's correct, mate. Yeah, up the Riverland.
So yesterday, when we saw the final of the 4s, I think all 8 players were country players, even though they weren't all playing for the country at the time, but they've all started in the country. So it's really encouraging to see people coming from the country areas and making it through to these finals. Feels like the greens may just start to close in a little bit from here, Isaac. Would that be fair to say?
I think you'd be pretty right, mate. We've seen so far, day 4 now of this finals week, and day 4 of streaming as well in this time slot. And yeah, pretty much towards the end of this game, and of course the game that follows, yeah, the greens do just start to change a little bit, just start to slow up at the end of this game, and the following game, throughout the whole game, essentially, they do change. So adaptability is definitely key.
It's one of those little challenges that you have playing bowls, isn't it?
Absolutely. So Julie pinching her line a fair bit there. Speed wasn't probably too bad.
So it looks like Sheridan's chosen to do this this full length end, which is obviously going to be a tactic that she's going to be keen to employ.
Pretty good effort here from Jenny Morley. Just a touch short. Track was very nice. It's always a tough one. Second end in there, ditch to ditch.
Yeah, it's a challenge for sure. You don't want to be lagging, and then of course, just like that previous bowl went into the ditch without too much effort. So they'll find their find their rhythm and their weight fairly shortly. I'm sure of that. Lovely bowl here. Just running through. Gave it a chance, which is what you want. Sheridan represents South Australia in the women's stateside, Isaac?
That's correct, mate. I think the last 2 years, I think she's been a part of the team. I've been a part of the squad for a little bit longer than that.
Mm.
Well, underneath that, she was pretty close for
thought,
the jack.
Yeah, I thought she might have had it without that feather.
So Judy, commentary box side, just trying to draw in. It's a clean run. And a little bit more speed.
That's that trap, isn't it, when you're trying to draw a perfect weight and you just lag a little bit. Especially ditch to ditch, it's a challenge. This looks like a wider line for Sheridan. Again, she may just be running through a touch. She's got more weight this time. Couldn't quite negotiate that front bowl.
Does look like it's shot to the front, blue one, but
I think that's been turned in. Yeah, it's a bit
it's tough
to see, isn't it?
Tough to tell.
They're not giving anything away either, so we'll have to let the measure do the talking.
It's Ray, just going back to Sheridan quickly, it's funny her progression and I guess in a way her story to where she is now. I remember coming through the juniors with her brother James, and she didn't want a bar of bowls and didn't care for it, and then all of a sudden I guess got an itch for it, and here we are playing for South Australia and in a state final.
Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? So it's a good pathway for the youth. It's really exciting to see the involvement of the younger crew in bowls. It's fantastic. So not sure the age group that Sheridan's rink is, but they look like they're, youths come early 20s or whatever, but really good to see that they're getting to the pointy end of these. See Nathan Black and it's just a really good group of young individuals playing, both the men and the women. So yeah, it's exciting times for South Australia, or bowls in general. It's a very good start at the kick-off. Again, we've got a fairly long end. I'm not sure it's quite ditch to ditch, but it's getting down that into the longer part of the rink. Good reply here too. when you get through just by a metre in a game like this, it's really handy. You know, as a skip, you kind of think to yourself, well, okay, it mightn't be sharp, but that is a bowl that may well come into contention. And it will, but more so, it will save you from, well, often save you from dropping a number, which is more important than getting the shots sometimes. Another
Absolutely.
good bowl, another great bowl. The lead here is doing a great job.
Julie needs to sit that bowl. Probably done enough to stick around. Probably going in the ditch if it didn't.
It was needing it was needing to find something to pull it up, but that's okay. As I say, finding your weight over that long end in a final, it may just take a few ends to get that rhythm. Jenny Morley looks like she's in the zone there. Certainly amongst the counters. Could be second wood.
It's on a far better track, this one.
Got that nice wide line.
Playing
That's
it very, very well.
Bowl. And a little tap. Yeah. Pretty fair effort.
If you're going back as the Wakery team skip right now, Ray, what kind of shot are you playing? One down?
Well, I'm assuming she's one down. So, look, I think you know, the two bowl triples. The key to the game is not to lose your bowl. Not to. It's a different game. It's got its little intricacies. So, if you're one down, you take one down and you just try and draw that shot off, or just sit that bowl out. I think sometimes it takes a while for people to kind of come to terms with it. This is a real true draw game that we're playing. Now there's two down, so it's important to arrive. Well, there's weight coming this time though. Has Judy got all the backwood? I'm not 100% sure.
I think they do down the line. They've got a couple down the line that they the Riverland crew, but hard to say who's furthest back. Still, I don't mind the weight from Judy here. Probably two down, but can make it off that well, she can be wide and make it off the white, and she can be tight and make it off Sheridan's last. So.
Peeled 2 out. I really can't see with this. They're certainly going to be putting the measure on. Green and gold, green and yellow bowl at the back. Three, was it?
That's what it sounded like. So 3 shots to Bodner, which will take them to 5. Judy and Cruz still sitting on 0. They can have a quick chat in the middle. Ditch has been working for them, so
Yeah.
And they're up 5-zip after 3 ends.
I'd be surprised if they need to change. So Sheridan plays in the state side. Were the other 2 girls in development squads or in the system there, Isaac?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess Tamsin's been in it for a long time. She represented in juniors, and
Yep.
Hanneke is a fair bit younger, but she's just come out of the under-18. So
Just
yeah.
out of the under-18s now?
Yeah.
So into the seniors?
Yep. So, yeah, between the 3 of them, plenty of high-level bowls has been played.
Are they playing in the top sides in their pennant on a Saturday?
I believe
generally?
so. I believe so, yeah.
That's good. Just looking for that extra few rolls.
Yeah, we've got a genuine T to T here as well, Ray. We probably haven't quite seen that just yet.
Yeah. It's going to be a challenge, and I think that's why that length is. Oh well, here we go. We've got a good result here for the girls from the bush. This is a nice reply. That's a great reply. So 2 bowls you need to correct with your second, which is that's perfect bowls really. You lag the metre or 2 short and then pick that up in the second bowl. Coach's delight. Then put the opposition under immediate pressure.
So Tamsin on the backhand here, forehand a few bowls in the way, so throwing it out nice and wide, and it should come all the way home. Speed just lacking. It's probably enough to
Second wood.
to be in the count.
It'd be pretty important to try and get past this jack if we could without sailing into the ditch. That's the challenge now. We're only a metre off the ditch. And you're kind of nearly better being in the ditch, in all honesty, than lagging. You give it a chance. Even if your weight's a little bit too big, you can crash the shot bowl. You can grab the jack.
Totally agree. See another repeat here from Tamsin.
So all of a sudden 3 down. This has been given a bit more of a chance here. Actually, a really good bowl here. That's going to be close enough to shot. That's a ripping bowl. 3 down to 1 up and a tap. That's really good.
That's going to be very hard to beat now as well.
Yeah, 3 seconds. I don't know Sheridan's mindset when it comes to that, but I know there's a few people around the place that would not die wondering on this one. But Toucher, well, Jack's in front of the shot bowl, so springing Jack wouldn't go astray. There's 3 in waiting, so you probably don't need to play big weight. Just arrive and get that Jack moving. Chip the shot bowl out. She's playing the weight to do that. She's probably not a long way away here. This is a pretty good effort. Wow. Any touch on that Jack and good things would have happened.
And another bowl. She stayed up, so a bowl pass. It's going to give her a lot of confidence for her next shot.
Yeah, she won't be short with the last. So really important for Judy to get a second bowl in that head. Otherwise, that lonely little bowl is very appealing to Sheridan. It's almost, if she doesn't get another one, it's the bowl that you can play any weight but short, any type of weight to get a result. So this is really important to get a second bowl in the head. Doesn't have to count, but it just has to cut the others out. Not sure she's got the weight, has she?
Doesn't look like it's probably... Well, it's probably really where Sheridan's last bowl came from. She might have to...
Play a bit more weight, looking to actually chip that bowl out.
So she is doing that, more speed.
Playing with lots of intent. And she's not a mile away here, I don't think. She might be working off that one. No, it was a good effort. Getting over that long tee to tee, it's pretty hard to get your weight and your grass perfect for that shot.
That's it. So in number 4, we've got the Wakery and Barmera team. Judy Strauss on the board with 1 shot.
That's always a good thing to get off the duck in any game. They've brought the mat up a touch. See where the jack roll goes.
Yeah,
she's looking to go to the tee as well, but without that extra 5 metres of tee to tee. They pulled up a touch short, have they?
It's probably the first day as well, Ray, that we've really seen any real wind here at Ascot Park. It's been pretty calm the last 3 days.
Yeah, it blew up through our game. It wasn't uncontrollable, you know, and it wasn't really something that you had to worry about too much. But it's probably blowing a bit more now than what it was when we were playing earlier, and it seems to have come from the west now, where it was a bit of a southerly when we were playing, so it was going straight down the green, meaning you had 2 different speeds. But now looks like it's swung around. Looking at those flags, so yeah, they'll have to adjust. Probably more their grass line than anything. Although it is blustery, it is coming from the south now. It's coming from all four directions if you, if you watch it for long enough. That's a nice bowl. It's really important to give your skip some protection in these games. So that first or the second bowl there of the lead really gave some. Not only do you get the shot, but it gives you a nice bit of protection. But it certainly needs a friend, because one bowl in the head is never going to be enough. But it's a good start. Here comes the friend.
Yeah, well played here, Jenny Morley.
Yeah, so that's really, really nice bowls. These girls are starting to find their range on that shorter jack roll. So we might see some tactics playing out here over the next few ends.
A couple of jack high bowls here, Ray. You'd have to think Tamsin won't be shy of being short.
Well, there's no value in being short, and she's not, so that's a great bowl. That's a great bowl. So
on cue, nailing the jack.
Nailing the jack.
Good, really good speed too. Like, you know, she wasn't too quick. That if she had missed or got one of those holes there, she wouldn't have gone too far through, and would have been still plenty of value.
Yep. And the protection I spoke about before, so the girls from the Riverland are still only they're one down, so those two bowls that were jack high are still the next two in the count. So here's a nice weighted bowl too. So yeah, you get the weight right, and you know, you drop ones and twos, then it's better than in a game of two bowl triples. If you start dropping, you know, multiple threes, fours and fives, you're in trouble. So that weighted bowl to get you into the head is it's gold, especially from your lead and your second.
So Tamsin on the draw. On the other hand,
this looks okay to me. Watching it live, yep, that's a beautiful bowl. So the City girls holding two shots. They're holding all the cards here because any jack movement, you know, if they get the jack, it's only going to get it nearer to the ditch, and you know, could even pot it into the ditch and stitch the end up. Not that I think that that's what Sheridan will be doing, but if you did just have that touch too much weight, then jack in the ditch is a good option.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit tough as well for Strauss here on that. It's really just drawing on the forehand, but you know, Tamsin's first bowl, the one that did get the jack, is probably right on that draw line.
Sure.
So
yeah,
it's just makes it that little bit trickier.
It's hard to see from here, but I think she'd be lining up to play to sit the back bowl and flop, and that might be enough to cut it back to one. Yeah, and that's that bowl in the ditch that doesn't do you any favours at all. The precarious thing here for the girls from the Riverland is that Sheridan's got last bowl as well, which gives her, you know, the full control of this end. So one bowl to come from Judy and another one to follow from Sheridan. This one needs to be somewhere of value.
So Judy on the forehand again, needs to correct on the last attempt. Still looks to have speed to do some damage if she can get the line right.
Couldn't quite sit anything. Yeah, you have to be there, you have to arrive, but that's just unfortunate that unless you lock onto something, you've given Sheridan a free hit. You never fail to add when you've got a free hit, do you, Isaac? 100% record?
It's my best shot, falling short when you have to add.
Yeah, and it's, again, Sheridan's just rocked into the ditch, unfortunately, but it should be a 3, is it? Or am I seeing it differently?
It's actually probably, now that we look at it properly here, Ray, she played pretty good weight to sit that white ball in. She probably would have been 5 if she got it.
Yeah, right.
Got it.
Yeah, right. Mm. Two, was it, or 3? I can't see. 3. It is 3.
Another 3 shots now to Bodner. So 8-1 on the scoreboard. We'll see if we can get that updated.
Back to a pretty much a full length, not far off tee to tee. Pretty sure this is a regular tactic at state level. You know, the gurus tell me that's very long or very short, and at the higher end. Is that how you play it in the Big Smoke, Isaac?
To a degree. I think Pete asked a similar question yesterday, and I guess each rink we probably all just play to our own sort of strengths and you know how your rink wants to play. But there's definitely was a time where a lot of clubs and a lot of teams were playing ditch to ditch for a few years. It maybe not as effective right now. I've had a few years of it being effective, and people have started to adapt.
Kind of looks like it's I wouldn't call it a modern day trend, but something they're doing a lot now. When you look at the Corey Wedlocks and the Gary Kellys and the like, they seem to go ditch to ditch, and I think that they probably back themselves in to be able to like the degree for error is probably higher at that ditch to ditch. And they being the elite ones probably believe that they've got the skill set to get more of their bowls closer. Not saying that others couldn't get close, but it's about numbers. And if you're continually drawing close, you're going to probably get the advantage in the game over, sooner or later.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess we've all been caught out by ditch to ditch in our time, and how hard it is to try and save an end if you're the pressure's on, you're a couple shots down, or trying to play a swinger on those ditch to ditches.
Sure.
Probably one of the harder shots I think in the book, as opposed to a shorter length end. Yeah.
And also if you're in front and you've got the advantage on the scoreboard, and certainly if the ends are starting to run out, very, very difficult to kill an end ditch to ditch with the jack on the tee, and especially if the jack's moved, to get it out of bounds is a lot harder than what it would be if it was halfway up the track. So there's tactics involved in that late in the game. But yeah, I think there's a lot of blokes who people do trying to fancy themselves at that ditch to ditch.
Jenny, just a bit quick here.
There's been a few ends at that length, and I think that the Riverland girls are now starting to realise that some of those earlier ends, they were lagging. So it's good to see them at least attempting to get to the head. There's one sails into the ditch. So yeah, great to be here today and see people from all around the state. You know, I see the Mount Gambier guys are here playing. They played last night, and I see a few of them practicing for tomorrow. And of course, right throughout, you know, York Peninsula and Riverland. I'm not sure if there's anyone over from the West Coast. I'm not too sure.
There was the men. They did actually this year for the first time in, I don't know exact facts, but a long time. They had a men's singles qualify here in the final 16. Did unfortunately lose to Craig Mills in the first round. And
that's the luck of the draw, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Come all the way and meet Millsy.
And there's a men's pairs here tomorrow also from the Eyre Peninsula. So
great. That's really, really good. Yeah. Well, being a country bowler myself, I love it. You know, the country round robin and the country carnival, of course. It's a really good time to catch up with people from all around the country and just, you know, reinstates in your mind just how good people are and how good people are in bowls community. And none better than the guys from the country. I mean, I'm probably a bit biased, but they're the heart and soul, you know. And
you might not believe me, Ray, but I'm actually a country bowler myself.
Oh, right.
From the beginning.
Good. Yeah. I just think that the guys, when we meet in our round robins and when we meet in our country carnivals, you can tell guys, you know, they're off the land or they whatever. They just have that laid back, nice kind of attitude. Not saying that people in the city don't, but it's just really nice to be able to meet up again, and this gives us an avenue to meet people over and over again and catch up with them and make friendships that, you know, last a lifetime. And the ability to be able to play against the very, very best that South Australia have got, you know, it's just a matter of the draw. You like you say, you play a Craig Mills, you play a Nathan Black, you play a, you know, whoever, Wayne Rudiger, you just don't know where the draw is going to take you. So, and that's a wonderful experience for people to have that ability to do that by coming from the country regions and finding that they're playing against the best there is.
Yeah, and especially after playing, you know, the same sort of people you would play, you know, almost on a weekly basis.
Sure.
And you obviously play in state events in your region, again, against the people you would typically play against. But, yeah, once you qualify, then you're up against a whole new world of people you've never met. And, the amount of friendships, I guess, you make from these kind of weeks is, huge. Yeah,
and it gives everybody a fair chance to, you know, you qualify through your regions, which means that, you know, if you win your region, you come down to the big smoke and you play. You don't know who you're going to draw. So, I mean, personally, I love playing against those that are the best, whether you win or lose. And sometimes you might sneak a win in, but, you know, quite often you're at the wrong end of the score count. But the important thing is to get better at what you do, and the way to get better is to play against those guys who are at a higher level, and you know, they're so respectful of their opposition, and it's a really nice culture that's been built amongst the bowls fraternity, that, you know, everyone's, you know, treated equally, and I've never seen you know, people act like they playing people of a lower standard. They're very respectful, so it's a great community and a really good feeling to be able to play against those people who are at pretty well world level. Some of these guys are at world level. Well, we've got a world champion amongst us in Nathan Black. I think he's playing here tomorrow. Is he in the pairs? I see him here. Don't know whether he's coming down to have a roll up, but he's who's he playing in the pairs with?
It's a good question. I think it's Nathan Pedersen, I think, is coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Haneker, pretty good correction on her first one.
That's a really nice bowl. That's another nice bowl. So well set up here for Sheridan's rink. Got plenty of options here. So long as you've got good weight with this bowl, you've got plenty of options. Second would be a really handy thing, but you can get shot quite comfortably. All down to the weight. And the back bowls, the country girls as well.
Yeah, even just a nice second would be good for the Riverland team here. Just take a little bit of pressure off Judy as the skip.
Well, the weight looks good. I'm not sure about that. Looking at it, oh, that's a great bowl. What a great bowl. Well, since she had options with that wing bowl, but that's nailed. That's perfect.
Will it turn back to the jack here, Ray? It does.
Well, that doesn't last long, does it? They must have been thinking, oh, good, a bit of fortune's gone our way, but not for long.
Great shot there from Tamsin Jenke.
This one's going to be hard to get at, I think, from what I can see. Looks like it's a bit of traffic in the way now. I know Judy's had a change of heart. She can see a shot on the forehand. She's got the back cover, so she's asking for this bowl to be played with a positive mindset.
It's a nice guide with those short bowls as well there, Ray, so definitely got to give yourself a chance through it.
She's having a look at it, is she? That's a pretty good bowl.
And another one pass for Judy, just to really make sure she's reaching up here as well.
I'm assuming it's just one down, is it? Yeah, looks like one down.
Does look like one down.
So what region of the country were you from, Isaac?
Region 6, so Eastern.
Eastern.
Adelaide Hills.
Oh, the Hills boy. Cider man.
Yep.
What club, were you in a country club?
Yes, Lenswood.
Ah, right.
So a great shot there from Sheridan. Making it two
That is-
shots. And
That is a really good shot to negotiate through there.
yeah, it just makes it that touch harder now for Strauss. She probably almost has to play it with a bit more weight than what she
got,
probably wanted to.
she's got the two backest. I think that trying to finesse that won't get you anywhere.
She's on the backhand.
Following
we all
Sheridan down.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting excited. Here we go. Oh, what a bowl. What do we know?
Very, very well played from Strauss.
I'll blame the setting sun that I couldn't see that head properly, Isaac. No, that's a brilliant bowl. They're the kind of bowls that can change the fortunes of the game.
Yeah, we see Sheridan coming up to have a look at this.
Yeah.
It's sort of one of those ones you sort of play it a bit quicker under the front and maybe peel it out, or do you just try and sort of draw it off around that front bowl?
Well, the one thing she's got to be a bit careful of is if she slices Jack with weight, or, you know, if she does try and play aggressive, she'll be 3 down. They're both away at the back, aren't they? Or not? Okay. Yeah, they are. So
yeah, she'll probably 2 down with Strauss to draw.
Yeah.
With a free hit on her last. So bit of risk involved, but it looks like we're on a draw track here. Speed looks like it's a draw kind of speed. Needs to clear the front.
Just got a feather. Okay.
So Judy just drawn an absolute bomb on her backhand. She's now on the forehand.
She's trying to wriggle through there. She has probably... It's hard to tell from this angle. She rocked in for second. There, 2. That's a good conversion. What was looking like a bit of a hard shot, she trailed Jack and then added to it. So that's a good end for Judy. What's the score now there?
It's a good question. We actually, when you were discussing how brilliant state events are and how many friends you get to make, we weren't concentrating on the bowls and we didn't catch it. So we'll have to just wait for them to update the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, I might be able to get a look from here. 9-3. So Jack, Matt back and Jack 3/4 3/4 length. Probably shying away from that ditch to ditch. Let's see how we've adjusted. We're certainly not going to be short. Beautiful delivery style on the map.
Pretty good start there from Hanneke. Just a touch quick. Holding 1.
And does Hanneke come from a bowls family, do you know, Isaac? Is that Newry Upton's pretty strong with their bowlers right at the moment? They've got some pretty good high-level bowlers. Stewie Ford bowls out of Newry, doesn't he? Is
correct.
That right? Yeah.
Yes, yep. I believe she does. I know her brother plays and her dad plays.
Right. It's a great advantage for those who start the game as a junior, I believe. I think it's a game that you can certainly take up at any age, but I'm sure that if you start as a junior, you're at a great advantage over those who take it up after like myself, I took it up after cricket. And not that it's all doom and gloom by then, but I think you learn, or as a 12, 13-year-old, you learn very quickly the game, and it's all in your hands by the time you get to 17, 18, 19. If you've been playing for 5 or 6 years, if you've got the talent, you're in a really good spot. Like Nathan, probably like most of the blokes who play in the state side, probably started as a junior, as a youngster. So that's what kids have got to work out, whether they want to play footy and cricket and all those kind of things, or those that take up lawn bowls at a young age. They've got a good pathway. Couple of nice bowls here from the Riverlanders. Good start.
I was going to say, if we're watching the men's here, you'd probably see a bit of speed here, and I didn't think we were going to see it, but Sheridan's called it pretty well here, just asking for weight through. It can remove both bowls. Tamsin on the forehand with speed.
How good's that?
Played it very well. Jack looks to have gone out of bounds.
I think it's dead, yep. Well, it was impossible to draw off, so you needed to be aggressive to some degree. Working out what to do, whether they're going to roll them back or... Yep.
Just we're looking at each other for a few seconds, waiting for someone to speak.
Doing the unmentionable. In my early days of learning the game, I was told never to do that, roll the bowls back. But I think the other guys are at least 2 rinks across, are they? Must be 5. Yeah, I think there's a rink gap between the men and the ladies. I don't know whether that was just an etiquette thing. I was always told never to do. You had to carry your bowls down, but
it's probably a pretty good call, to be honest, mate. I was told very much the same thing. You pick them up and carry it down. You never throw them back.
Yeah. I think it's a common sense thing, like if someone's if your next door neighbour's playing something pretty important, you don't want to be chucking bowls down and having wrong biases go down and bowls going all over the place.
Right, so attempt number 2 to complete end 8.
So the Riverlanders are 6 shots down, 10 ends to go. So no need to believe that you're not still well and truly in the game. We're always taught that if you've got the same amount of ends as the shots that you need, then you're still well and truly in the game. Of course, we all know you can get multiples late, but 8 down with 8 ends to play, there's no need to be in panic mode. I remember hearing Kelsey Cottrell she had an interesting way about going about assessing the game. She always pretended that hers was the lesser score. So if she was Sheridan Bodden now, she'd play it as if she was 3-9 down. That was just a little thing she picked up and kind of played with that notion I guess throughout her international career. So always putting pressure on yourself to believe that you're down, so play like you're down, even though you may be holding a really good lead. Now I suppose that puts a bit of pressure on you to not play a silly shot, to not give away, like if you're 8 or 9 up and you give away a 4, then you've allowed the opposition to get back into the game. So play it like you're not going to give away a 4.
That's it. Keep your foot on the pedal as well. I guess it's easy to get in front and take your foot off the pedal, so to speak, and
get a bit lairish, or start playing like a millionaire.
Jenny played this one very well.
Yeah. So the Riverland girls holding a couple there, are they, Isaac?
It looked like Sheridan just indicated it was only one.
Oh, okay. That's about to change. That's a lovely bowl. So well set up, got a nice shot, and the 2 back covering bowls. Nice setup for the Bodner rink.
Judy on the forehand, you'd have to think probably just looking to draw and maybe be just over, can sort of turn the bowl or get a bit of movement on the jack.
That's a fair effort. Gave it a chance.
It's definitely in a very good home as well.
Yeah, that bowl turns over and springs the jack, then those 2 bowls could be in the count.
So Sheridan just doesn't want to leave anything jack high here. Jack high or a bowl short.
I think she's done exactly that.
It's maybe just wide enough that it...
Yeah, left a hole. She's changing over, is she, or not? I couldn't quite work out that call. Oh, no, still on the forehand. So narrows it up and gets a bit of connection on that shot bowl. Does she look like she's... Ooh. A beautiful weight for that shot. 1 shot to Bodner, is it? Yeah.
Correct. They get to double figures after 8 ends.
10 ends to go. 7 down. So what would your tactic be if you're the Riverlanders? Do you kind of at this stage say, well, look, we throw everything at it and maybe start to play a bit more aggressive, and if it comes off, you start to put pressure on them. Is that how you do it, or do you just try and keep the score under control? Because sooner or later you'll bleed to the stage where you can't recover. So is it now the time, or have we still got enough time for him to
Well, yeah, it's a good question. 10 ends left. They played 18 ends here with these triples. You probably got the time to have another end or two of trying to recover, trying to just
picking up ones or
just trying
holding
to
them to one.
get yourself back on the board. But yeah, after that point in time, you're gonna have to start to play a little bit differently and really start to change things.
Sure. Very good opener here for the Riverlanders. Just starting to lag, maybe that. I see the shadows coming out. It's usually a good indication that the green will slow up a touch as the shadows come across, from what I've learnt. You have to add a couple of feet to her last and there'll be a really good bowl. This looks more... That's a good bowl there. Yep. Just what the doctor ordered.
That's it, a very good correction.
Is this in the park as well?
Might get a bit of help.
This weight looks good as well, Isaac.
Yeah,
certainly not short. That's okay. That's good.
Another bowl counting as well. It's probably the first time they've been holding 3 shots.
Yeah.
Tamsin hasn't really missed twice so far in this game, so she's on a far better track.
She might be running through a bit, is she, or not? I can't see from this side angle. Oh, we found the hole. Okay, so this is a really good opportunity for the girls from the Riverland to turn the screws if they can. If they can get a 2 or a 3 in this end, puts them way back into, right back into contention.
Definitely, and if Jenny can nail this, it's still a fair bit of room to draw in for Sheridan.
Yeah, there is.
But yeah, Jenny nails this, and pressure's on.
The pressure, yeah.
Track's not too bad.
Right in the zone, isn't she? She gets to her other bowl. She found the same hole.
Found the same hole, but it probably takes a little bit of the danger of Sheridan just arriving up through and trying to get the jack back. Takes a bit of pain away.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that Sheridan would be looking to do that. 3 down, you'd be, the score under control. You wouldn't want to run through and go empty-handed. So I think she'll be trying to dead draw, I would have thought.
I would agree.
But yeah, it's always good to have that, because who knows what your last bowl, if she does draw a shot, well, maybe you need to try and play it through, or you've got that protection at the back if you are trying to remove the shot bowl. So they don't go wasted when they're a couple of metres behind.
So Sheridan on the backhand. Track's good for a draw.
Yeah, weight looks pretty reasonable too. This is a nice bowl by the looks of it.
Absolutely nailed this. What a shot.
Wow. Pressure makes diamonds. That is a great bowl. They're getting excited.
Will it hold enough?
Yeah, that is an excellent effort. And it stays on. Yes. So she won't be short with her second one either. Sheridan's brother James, is he still in the city or has he gone back to the Riverland?
I believe he's back in the city.
Oh, is he? Was it Henley that he was playing at? That's another beautiful bowl. Have a look at that. But look, great bowl, but the target is a little bit bigger.
It is. There's still a hole there though, so it's still potential to go through and not collect anything.
Are they getting excited? I can't hear them. Might be a bit wide. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Sheridan Bodner.
So these are the moments where championships are won. You know, it's the final of a state championship. You're 3 down, and the skip steps up to the mat and plonks 2 on and says, "No, we're not 3 down. We're 2 up." There's a 5-shot swing, and just a little bit deflating if you're in the opposition camp because you were kind of counting a couple and you're thinking, oh, even if we can hold 1 or 2 here, that'd be brilliant.
Yep.
No. Unfortunately. So it does wear you down a little bit when that kind of happens, but all you can do is clap and acknowledge what a great pair of bowls.
Julie Gartner here. Just, changed hats, gone from the Legionnaires hat to
the peaky. Not quite a peaky blinder, but it's a
what's a half beanie, half cap.
Well, it's been great spending some time with you, Isaac. I've been really enjoyed it, but now you're going to get a real expert in the chair. The Mayor of Kangaroo Island. I'll vacate. Good to see you.
Thank you, Ray.
Let's keep up the good work.
All right, so as Ray jumps out, we welcome Daryl Steinwiedel to the stream. Welcome, mate.
Thanks, Isaac. Great to be here. I've been watching. It's been actually a pretty good game so far, so it should be really enjoyable. This is 2 magnificent bowls from Sheridan that last end, 3 down to 2 up, and just 2 absolute magnificent draw bowls. So.
Certainly was. So Tamsin looking to draw on the forehand. She can clear the front. She's track was really good, and speed probably not too bad either.
Jenny looks like she's on a reasonable line. Just gave it a chance, so it's always good.
It's a pretty good correction here from Tamsin Jenke.
Oh, great bowl.
Already holding shot. It's going to be 2 now. All right. Has Jenny corrected on her first?
This looks like a very, very good bowl. Oh, great try.
Just sliding through. You'd have to think they're probably still holding 2 shots. Bodnik team.
It's good to see the 3 girls all talking about the shot they're going to play. It's about a team game, not just the skipper. So. Another very good bowl by Sheridan, playing exceptionally well at the moment. Looks like Judy up on her backhand, trying to make a bit of contact with the bowl. Not a mile away.
It was tough to see. We saw obviously Sheridan's bowl come out, but Jenny unfortunately standing in the way. He's got a good replay there from the other angle. A great shot in the end, holding shot currently.
Oh, it's all about Sheridan's weight. The line's beautiful. Just a little bit under this time.
So Strauss now back on the draw. Needs to navigate that last bowl.
Jenny thinks she's close. Yep. That's obviously one. Looks like they're going to measure for the second.
So while they do measure in the men's semi-final, we've got Moffat up 13-9 over the team from Sturt in Adelaide. And in the other final, Brenton Roberts, so Marion up over the Ascot Park boys, 11-6. So 11 ends complete over there. Pretty good start there from Julie Gartner.
So Haneker following her down. Track looks really good. Weight looks really good as well. Yeah, very good bowl there as well. Anything just behind and as the green slows down would be very important.
Pretty good shot there from Julie. It's unfortunately still pulled up a little bit short. I've seen so far today that the short bowls really haven't have hurt, I should say, those teams. Probably the Wakery team more specifically. Haneker with an absolute bomb again.
Two great bowls.
Brilliant.
Again. Especially when you're playing 2-bowl triples, you don't want too many short because you get burnt very often with that. So especially as the green slows and can even be making things even worse. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine the green has started to slow down too much, would you say, Steiny?
No, not as yet, but once won't be another half an hour or so. It just seems to slow down.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit every 10, 15 minutes. It
Yep.
just drops that little bit every time. So
Yep.
it's very important just to keep arriving best you can. Give your bowl a chance because, as we know, short bowls are going to kill you. So at least if you're there or thereabouts, you've got a chance. So point in question just there was a great try and in a reasonably good spot. So it's very good.
Tamsin drawing on the backhand. It's probably the slightly wider hand we've seen so far today, with the breeze just coming sort of over the clubhouse.
Yeah, it was even amazing last night, even as it was late it was, the green was still drawing very well for the speed of the green. It was still a really nice draw, so you still had to throw it out there and let it work its way back. So. Jenny's on another good line here. She's played a very good shot. Great bowl, Jenny. Well played.
I wonder if we'll see a change of hand here. Looks like we will. It's probably the good call in the end. Still an opportunity for a toucher. Can sit the bowl now. Whereas on the backhand, they really only had dead drawing as the option. This bowl on its way. Will it turn back enough?
Another great try. It's just that 2 feet of running. That was all it was. Yeah, like you said, Isaac, you play a bowl where you've got 2 or 3 options. It's certainly going to make it a lot easier than just the one option. So. Interesting to see what Judy plays. She's got to be a little bit careful both hands at the moment. So.
She's underneath. She's very close.
Yes, she's used that bowl well.
Very well played in the end.
I nearly think Sheridan's got to nearly follow her down, try to land that bowl through, I think. But
I think I'm not sure if you heard it at home, but I heard it through our headphones that asking for weight here on the backhands, what we're seeing, can make it off.
Just probably a little bit unlucky, got it actually 2 square.
Judy with a pretty safe draw, but unfortunately Sharon's still got one left, so everything back as well.
Yes, I think she'll be changing her shot. Just got to narrow it probably one bowl and she could get a big result.
Better this attempt. Nearly lay that one over, and it probably flops in for shot, but...
Probably cut it back to one by the look.
Yes.
Jenny's going to measure, so...
So, correct, Steiny, one shot to the Strauss team. Which takes them to 5.
I think Julie will go short again. That seems to be their go-to length at the moment. So, and obviously the young girls were going ditch to ditch, so it's complete contrast. Perhaps a little bit longer than they have been playing. But
so Julie getting N12 underway on the backhand. It's a pretty good start.
Very nice start. It's such an important position in 2-bowl triples. If your lead can get you something around early, it makes life so much easier for everybody else. Oh, Hanneke's a bit short this time. I have no doubt she'll correct on what we've seen. So.
Her speed was good. She cleared that. She was very close.
See if now Paniker can make the correction.
She typically has so far this game if she's missed on her first. This one falling well short again. Wind's a little bit gusty as well, Steiny, potentially playing a factor.
I would have thought so, yeah. It's probably the first day we've had wind for a while, so yeah. Even when we were playing, yeah, it just makes it that little bit more difficult, a little bit fluky as well. So I have no doubt it would be, yeah, just trying to adjust that little bit. It's very awkward sometimes. Jenny's done it very well though. Great shot again. Probably even better, foot short and right in line, and always looks a lot closer than it is. So. Tamsin on her backhand, just trying to get something around. Doesn't need shot, but just something close. All in the same trap at the moment. Yes, this wind has certainly picked up even more of late. Big bowl here from Tandon. You can see by a hair the wind is really gusting now. She's out there. It's all on her speed now.
Yeah, bowls do turn a pretty long way, but just falling short.
Oh, at least she cut it back to 2, though. It gives Sherida something to work with now. She can work off that one, or at least gives her a chance. So. Especially in, let's say, in the triples, if things aren't going your way or they're not conclusive to playing a big shot, if you can just keep it to 1s and 2s, you're always in the game. It's when you start dropping 4s and that's when they really come back to hurt you. So. I think Judy will come down on a forehand. There's no point trying to turn that other one in or take the risk. So. Played it very well. Very well indeed. Great shot.
Yeah, well played, Judy Strauss. Forehand. Doesn't really give Sheridan too much else to work with here.
She's really only got backhand trying to work off the Tamsin shorter one or just draw to it. So that wind might be just holding them out there now. Well, certainly Judy's got no reason to change. So.
Yeah, so she can add to this and make it 4. We're really on with a big ending.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, she might be. Oh no, she squeezed around it beautifully. Probably not in the count, but it's in a good spot. It's another big bowl here from Sherida. Even 3 at this stage gets them back to 8-12 with sort of 6 ends to go. Gets them right back in the game.
Lacking weight, unfortunately.
It's a beautiful line. Just her first one probably just ran through a bit further and put her off, and she's just taken that bit off. So that's a big end pickup for Judy's.
It is, yeah. 3 shots and 3 ends in a row as well for the crew. This takes them now to 8 shots. Trailing by 4. Still plenty of time left in this game. We've played 12 ends and we play 18 ends total, so still plenty of time for either team to stretch away or catch up.
Yeah, now's a big time for Julie to get one right on it. Just keep applying that pressure. Doesn't look too far away at this stage. Yeah, that's a very good start after picking up a 3. So. Very important now for Hanneke to give it a chance, even if she's through now, just get back on it. Better than being 8 foot short, so gives everybody a chance now, and she can correct on that. I don't know, but you, Isaac, I think it's easier to drop a bit of weight off than it is to add that weight, because most people tend to add more than they need. But
definitely.
Yeah. Oh, another great bowl from Julie. 2 good bowls.
Been interesting Darryl, so far, Hanukkah probably led the best in that sort of first half,
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
and tables are probably just starting to turn a little bit. She obviously, previous end going this way, she did play 2 bombs.
She played another one here. Yeah, like I said, the lead in the triples is so important. They set you up. If they're off, then it puts pressure on everybody. If they're on, then it makes it so much easier to add to it. So. Well, they say the leader sets up, wins you the game, then the skipper says by how much, and I think there's nothing truer in 2 bowl triples.
So Jenny on the backhand, probably just looking to crack an egg and if not draw another one in the area.
She played a very good weight as well. It's a great bowl. Gave herself a chance and finished, foot 14 inches behind in perfect position. So.
Tamsin just sliding through a little bit here. I wonder if it's worth almost maybe a change of hand for Wakery here. They jump over on the forehand. They could nearly sit that bowl off without moving the jack and hold 4 shots.
Not only that, but their bowl's coming in as well, so you get 2 or 3 rolls out of that. Land the shot bowl.
Touch wide, you nearly get the same result. Sort of wick off it.
We either know something or Judy knows a lot better than us because she has actually changed it. Yeah, like I said before, you've probably got 3 or 4 options on that hand. The other hand, you got the 1. So it's always better to have the more options, the better. So.
Well, just lacking speed, but it's probably still 4th wood.
Yeah, very important for Tamsin to get something. It doesn't need 2nd wood, but 3rd wood would be brilliant at this stage. Weight looks better too. Just gets past these front ones. Handy home.
Yeah, it's a very good spot. It's probably Jack's. If the jack was to move, it's probably going that way or down the line.
Yeah. I mean, you get the outside edge of that bowl, it's going straight to it. So it's a bit more precise now, jack or centre of the bowl. So that was probably 4th wooders in a very good position for it. So. I think Judy's playing exactly the same bowl as she called Jenny on the forehand. Shown a bit of interest so far. So.
Not far away at all here, Darryl.
Just going to get the jack clean. Oh, I don't know that you can do a lot more than that and not get shot.
It's a very, very good effort. Doesn't look like it's run too far through either. It potentially could be, well, 5th wood. She
played that with beautiful weight and beautiful line and probably 1/8 of an inch out of getting it absolutely perfect. So it's very important now for Sheridan to get another wood around it. She may not have, but I think she probably blocked it off, which would have been 2nd prize, I think. Oh, that's, yes. That's probably helped the young girls more than they know. Yes, it's made Judy's shot a lot harder now. She's got to be a bit more careful with weight.
Yeah, you probably have to, if you stay on that forehand, you probably have to play it a touch quicker, but they really don't have anything past the jack outside of maybe 2 or 3 feet.
Yes, gets that outside edge of the bowl now. It's not good.
But it's probably 3 or 4 if she does get it.
Oh, that was always a problem. Obviously that bowl of Tanzan's come right into play now, so...
Yeah, it's a tough one. What are we? 12-8. You get it right, and you maybe 3 or 4 shots, and you know, Sheridan's got to try and draw you off, or you know, it doesn't quite pay off for you. 1 down, and Sheridan's drawing for 2.
I mean, to be quite honest, probably half a bowl away from getting it absolutely perfect. So now Sheridan gave Sheridan room to draw it, which is very good skipper's bowl. They're the ones you got to make count because they can count on the end result. So.
It's a change here. 2 shots to Bodner, takes him to 14. Strauss 8 after winning the last 3 ends in a row.
And not only that, they go back to their preferred length as well. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword there.
That's it. A bit more shade now coming across the green, so it's probably going to just start to slow down from now. And like you said, going back to that ditch-to-ditch length.
He's probably even proved it with Haneker rolling the kitty. She's probably 6-7 feet shorter than she would have been early on. So yes, definitely dropped away a little bit, so, which is expected anyway. So. So it's another big bowl for Haneker to be there or thereabouts. They've changed the length and set it up for him. So looks like her weight's pretty reasonable. Yeah, very good start. It's a great bowl when you change the length that much. So. It's so important to try to get that first one. You know, you run through 6 feet. It's a great bowl rather than being that 10-12 feet short. So as a lead, you're always trying to sort of be there or be past, especially your first bowl, and then come back up with your second bowl.
That's it. So that last one of Julie's falling short and onto Haneker's line. So she changed hands, just trying to avoid it at all costs. And the swap is pretty good.
It's in the general area. That's what you're looking for, especially when you got one near it. Just back it up with your second one. So important now for Julie to be there, even if she goes through a little bit. She looks like she might have done. So just holds around that front one. She's done it exceptionally well. Oh no, that's good. Probably a little bit further than she wanted, but at least she's given it a chance now. So
yeah, she makes a connection on either of those bowls or the jack. They're probably pretty happy, but
it's probably a little bit unfortunate she got through the hole with both. So
Tamsin on a very, very good track. She played it very well.
It's a great shot. Not only she's turned that up, it's made it harder to get in that hand as well now. So you nearly think that Jenny would have to play the forehand, or either that or rake and try to land and stay. Yeah, it looks like that's what Judy's going to call her. It's probably so important now, especially with the green. We'll slow down a little bit to still keep your line. It's too easy to sort of, just give it that little shove and pull a little bit narrow, and then all of a sudden you've got nothing around it. You've still got to play that line and give yourself a good chance. Which is important.
You'll have to write that down on a piece of paper and deliver it, I think.
Yeah. No orphan there, we've all done it.
Yeah.
You probably get in that scenario, you're trying to absolutely land it right on it and dead draw it where you don't have to. You get within that, especially in Jenny's case, got within that couple of feet, cuts it back to 1 or 2 and land the bowl. Even if you land the short one, you turn that up, but yours follows up and gives you another good second wood. So very important for Jenny, this one, to just take that grass and give herself a chance.
Weight's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just that line again. And as we know, the trouble is if you narrow, it's always going away from the head, not coming back into the head. So Judy's scratching her head there. I don't know, I'm starting to wonder whether it might even be time for just to perhaps, depends where Sheridan puts it, but even perhaps rake up on the forehand, try to land something up there. If you grab the kitty, you know, it's a bonus. But
yeah, Ray asked us similar-ish question earlier. I think it was about end 8 or 9, and I think it was 8. They were down 10-3, and he just asked, you know, when do you start to play different? And I think we sort of said maybe 1 or 2 ends, still just try to hang on and
that's right.
do what you do, but definitely at a point now where they probably just have to try a few things. Sheridan, well, the whole team actually, to be fair, are playing very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably 5 down and really nothing near it at this stage, so might be time to change the hand and perhaps just, you know, you don't have to go mad at it, but give yourself a bit more of a chance. Even turn something up at the front.
She's on the forehand.
40, I don't think she's got anywhere near the weight to change anything. I mean, you've got to be honest, Judy hasn't got a lot to work with at this stage, but Cherry's got everything to play for. And you never like to say this could be the end, but this could be the end. You know, you drop a 5 now, 19-8 with only 4 ends to go is, yeah, extremely difficult. Give yourself a chance, at least, you know, you yard through, you've given it a chance. Even, looks like she's got a bit more weight, which is great.
It's got to navigate the front stuff. Can work off the white.
Gets round that, at least get cut. That could nearly be game, set and match in that one head. Taking nothing away from the young girls. They've played 4 absolute beautiful bowls, considering the change of length, and the green speed's probably dropped away a bit. So. Yeah, 5. It's a huge pick-up this time of the game.
So, as you said, Steiny, they do make themselves now to take themselves, to 19-8. Still 4 ends to play, so it's not impossible.
No.
But the girls are playing, the Bodner team are playing very, very well.
It's very good from Sheridan, just saying perhaps a little bit more experience than the other two, just to get them together. Not only that, just slows the game down a little bit, just think about it. And not only that, it gives Judy Strauss's rank just a little bit extra time to think about. They've just dropped to 5, so...
Rub it in a little.
Well, you're not rubbing it in, you're just letting them think about it for just that little bit longer. And I guess the tactic will be the same as it's been all game. Yes, it's not inconceivable with 2-bowl triple. As we all know, the game can change very quickly, as we've just seen. But everything sort of has to go right from now on, I think, for Judy Strauss and her rink to get over Sheridan's rink. So. Another fair start. A slide past, but that's all very good at this stage. So important now for Julie, just the last end's gone now, so that don't be thinking about that. It's all back to what you're doing. Go through your same routine. I think she's played a very good bowl here. Great shot. Yeah, well played, Julie.
Yeah, very good start. Probably very important they win this end as well. It's, you know, they drop a 1 here. 12 shots in 3 ends is it's going to be very tricky.
Yeah, it's pretty much you've got to win all 4 ends now, and you know, you try to get 1 or 2. If you pick up a number, that's all bonus, but it's all about, just bowls around it. And Hannah's made it very difficult with her second bowl, which is a very good bowl. Like they say, go through your process, do the things you've been doing, and the score will take care of itself. You start worrying about scores, you start getting tense, and that's when you start dropping short and probably playing shots you don't really need to. So eventually you have to, but another good bowl from Julie. Very good.
Yeah, very good to follow up the first.
That's right, especially with them being just that little bit behind. It gives Jenny and Judy a chance to play some shots. So. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone, but the wind has picked up again.
Tamsin not far away here.
Oh, that's a great ball. Probably set the target a little bit. I mean,
still got to play with good weight though. Can't. We saw that angle there. First ball of Hanneke's probably 6 or 7 feet through, so still can only afford really to be that 2 or 3 feet. Try and sit a bowl, get the jack down the line.
Yeah, like you say, by Hanneke getting through first bowl, it's your weight becomes so critical. He's played it very well. Probably hasn't helped them a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, still the 1 shot to Bodner. Probably two, maybe 3 seconds.
I mean, to be quite honest, even if Tamsin does trail it, she's put it in a good spot and made it even more difficult to play with. So, like they will say, sometimes you're better to be 1 down than leave it open and drop a number. So, played with pretty good weight, just that line again.
Yeah, it's ended up in a great spot too. Just really makes the weight here for Jenny important. Track's pretty good.
Very good. Weight looks pretty good too. Gets a roll out of that. Well, it's in a good spot. It's probably set it up now. They got the trail on the forehand for probably 4 shots. If you land the bowl, trail it 1.5 foot for 4, so it's given them a big chance.
Probably one of those ones as well. It's, again, like you said, Steiny, it's probably best if Sheridan plays it first. You know, she draws the toucher first on the forehand. You know, they've got Hanneke's bowl back there. Even if they go 1 down to the wide one, it's going to be a good result.
Well, she probably got 2 options, and turns her over a couple of times onto the white, trails it, she goes with it. 1 down, it's great at this stage of the game.
Yes.
You leave it open, Judy plays a bomb, you're 4 down. It looks like Sheridan's probably going to try to cover she's playing on the backhand, so perhaps try to cover it. Trouble is, you try to cover, you can play a bomb and still be 8 inches away from where you need it, and you can still drop the 4. But it looks like she's just trying to draw it, I think. Or get in the way.
So lining up on the backhand, maybe sitting the bowl is the best option now. That last one of Sheridan's sort of making the forehand pretty tricky. So Strauss now on the backhand.
Well, she...
Yeah, three or 4 seconds.
She can play that tight line now, especially like land the bowl, you get the edge of the bowl, you get the kitty down the line for, well, yeah, it could be 4. Sheridan's obviously trying to cover where Tamsin's got her foot.
Good track here to draw.
She just left a little bit. Oh, big chance now, as I say. Land the bowl for probably 2 or 3, gets a corner of the jack and bowl down the line for probably 4. This could be another one of those huge ends. Played very good weight with the first one. As long as you tighten the line a fraction, same weight, you got a big chance. Oh, she tightened it too much, unfortunately. Her weight looked beautiful for the shot. Yeah, just that. Not only is it one shot to Sheridan's side, but it just takes another end away, which makes it even harder now. So.
So in the men's semi, just quickly, as we get this jack rolled. Brendan Roberts, so the two from Marion and Wilson from Blackwood are up 13-11, I believe, over the 3 men from Ascot Park. And the other semi...
Oh, looks like I might be playing another end.
Yeah, all tied up on 16 all.
On 18 ends by the look of it, so... I think it's got a very good line, just haven't quite got the weight this time. Really on a good track and a good weight by the looks of it. That's a great start again. Just needs to stay up now.
Yeah, a bit of an overcorrection there.
Julie just needs to play the same bowl. Another one around there's great. Track looks good again. Just a weight let her down that time. They could just nail this kitty now. They've got 2, but not overly close. Nail it and put the pressure right back on the Sheridan Bogner's rink.
She's played it pretty well, hasn't she?
Touch the kitty if she needs to. Oh, well. Ooh. Ran a bit further, but Tam just makes a bit of correction, not so much on her grass line, but just her weight. She has, but still coming. Might nearly be second wood.
Track's pretty good again here from Jenny Morley. Has she corrected on the weight?
Oopsie.
I don't think I've ever seen that on a stream.
No, it's not that one, it's the other front one. That one, yep. And
This is just on a replay.
It's probably not ideal to replay that, but anyway. Poor Judy was too involved in what was happening and unfortunately just kicked the ball. But it's no drama. They put it back where they thought it was. So
yeah, it's pretty lucky it didn't get any other bowls on the way
that's
through.
right.
It's
really only the kitty in that one bowl, and they had a pretty good idea where it was. So. Oh, that I think Jenny's drawn second wood, I think, after all that. That's right, Jenny. Yeah, they say it really was only the kitty in that blue bowl, so it's no big deal. Worst thing was it was on camera, so.
Yeah.
The times you don't want it on camera.
So a bit of commotion in the men's. Is probably looks like the rink that's all tied up, playing an extra end.
Obviously Sheridan's dropped hers a fair bit short on that one as well. But it's always a scary part. You've sort of got the game in the hand. You don't want to sort of take the foot off the pedal too much because it can come back very quickly. So.
All right, big one for Judy. Needs to reset here. It's,
Just needs a bit of both, I think. Probably still thinking about the other bowl. So. It's important now for Sheridan to give herself a chance. She might only be 2 down, but she draws a shot here or even second wood. It's another end gone and makes it very difficult. Still not sure she's quite there. Important that Judy got a free kick here to add. It can make a big difference in the game overall. Fortune just might have overcooked it a bit, I think. Although could be 2 or 3. Well, it's definitely 2 or 3.
So it looks like while they're measuring and we look over at this men's semi that's all tied up, their skips have quite a few bowls just changing the lead.
Yeah.
The head seems to keep changing. Each bowler gets put down.
Anthony Moffat, I think, drew a shot, and
Yeah, Sturt unable to peel it off with his last bowl. So Moffat 3 here, but it means that Moffat, Jolly and
Bryant, I think it is.
Bryant,
David,
that's
yeah.
correct, will progress through to the men's final, which we will be streaming following this game. With Strauss needing 9 shots 2 ends to play to get them to an extra end.
Just a bit unfortunate from Julie just dropping that first one a little bit short. Hanniger out in a good line. Weight looks very good as well.
Yeah, very good start.
Yeah, great start. So Julie's given it a bit more of a chance this one, which is good. Get past, gives you something to play with. Yeah, well played. And they can get another one around it, or even a yard past is going to be an absolute bomb.
Yeah, her track's good again.
Oh, slides past. That's 2 great bowls. That's brilliant. Got rid of the most of the danger with the first 2 bowls straight up. So.
Jenny on a very good track as well. Will she pull up?
Right over that leaf.
Very, very well played.
Tams and just left a little bit behind. She'll improve with the next one. Jenny's just got to try to reproduce the bowl she just played, which is not too far away again. Gets one roll out of that one, it's going to certainly help. Yeah, 2 great bowls, Jenny. Thames is better to be a yard through than a yard short. Very good try here. Great try. It's probably made it a little bit more difficult for Judy to play on the backhand now.
Yeah, and you'd have to think Sheridan here just trying to draw. If she draws it off, they're shaking hands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Judy's got to play the big shot, and Sheridan's just got to try to draw a shot, or not even draw a shot, but just keep it to 1, even 2 at this stage is all they need. Judy's got nothing much on, but just draw a shot as well. I have to think she's on her forehand. Fortunately, that's made it very difficult now. They're on a very good track again. Oh, that's a great bowl. That's
nearly
brilliant.
draw the shot.
Oh, that's brilliant. Even if she hasn't, she made it. Oh, she has drawn shot. That is fantastic bowl.
So what they probably need at least 3 here, Steiny, to keep this game alive. Currently 1 down. Nothing really on past the jack.
To be quite honest, I can't actually see how she can make 3.
Yeah.
I think it's just sort of rumble up and see what happens, I think. Oh, she rumbled up. I think that's game, set and match, I think. I don't think Cheryl will be playing her last bowl, that's for sure.
Well, I think you'd, even if it is 1...
It doesn't matter now,
yeah,
does it?
Wouldn't matter, so... Assume we'll see shaking of hands. We'll just wait and see.
I think they're just working out now that there really is no need to play anything else. They just put the bowl down to her and shake hands.
Probably just asking the umpire just to be sure that they don't have to play the last end.
Yeah, I think he's just reiterating that as long as they're that far in front, they can't win the game, that the game's over.
So we're measuring now, which means Sheridan cannot play her last.
No, that's right.
So, but I'm not sure what we're doing.
No, I can't quite work out why we're measuring, but anyway, it's their prerogative. They're out there, so
That's it. See there, definitely a thicker touch on Sheridan's bowl.
Why Sam Dietrich is walking across, I wonder if they ended up winning the game. Oh, no, so they've finally worked it out that that's...
All right, so that means the 23-24 state triples champions will be Hanneke Booth, Tamsin Jenke and Sheridan Bodner. Very, very good display of lawn bowls by those 3. See a little bit of excitement there. Daryl, thank you very much for joining me for the second half of that stream. It's been a pleasure.
That's my pleasure entirely, Isaac. It's been a great game to watch as well. So and good luck to the men in the final one and everybody else is playing the next 2 or 3 days. So good luck to everybody.
That's it. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back with the men's final in about 15 or 20 minutes. So be sure to check back in shortly.